My name is Agent 4288, and yes, I am well aware that I look like the man that runs the island of Sodor. But rest assured I am not him. I am but a mere clone. However, my story remains redacted at this current time. I have here in my possession the file on SCP-SI-0E2, also known as Edward the Blue Engine. The year 1992, month September. We have been keeping a close eye on Edward's movements around Sodor. We had been monitoring his actions, his behaviors, and his performance. We had positioned an old friend of SCP-SI-0E2 to pay him a visit. This friend is none other than Charlie Sand. He was Edward's driver in the 70s. This friend is one of us, and he is one of our cherished. He has worked for us and without him, we would not be. Charlie's mission is to Edward SCP-SI-0E2, along with his current driver and fireman, arrived at Netford to pick up Charlie to go on a trek across Sodor for old time's sake. Meanwhile, happening at the same time was a redacted mission regarding SCP-SI-0J5. This mission unfortunately backfired when the driver made it back to SCP-SI-0J5 earlier than we had planned and managed to escape capture. Our air team proceeded to chase 0G5. Meanwhile, Edward just passed by Kirk Cronin. Then, Agent Jumash, of course we call him this, as his name is redacted for obvious reasons, overreacted and fired a missile. This missile hit between the two SCPs and almost killed SCP-SI-0E2. Meanwhile, SCP-SI-0J5 escapes once again. With this change of plans, we decided to focus all our efforts on Edward. G984 pulled up to SCP-SI-0E2 just after the explosion and waited for the air team to land. We quickly pulled out our tools and freed SCP-SI-0E2 from his coaches. Then we began to strap Edward up for the flight. Then, just before they hooked him to the helicopter, civilians from the wrecked coaches, that were still alive of course, began to wake. So, Agent 267 used the memory wiper and flashed the people and says, "This is all a dream, and when you wake, you will remember nothing of us, or what happened to Edward, or the missile strike." With that, the people fell asleep once again. Edward's current driver and fireman were also flashed with the memory wiper and put with the coaches. Luckily, Charlie was okay, but he had a few bruises. He was in Edward's cab at the time of the crash because, to him, it didn't feel right to ride in the coach. Plus, he wanted to be close to his old friend. The agents hooked up 0B2 and flew back to our base at redacted location. They left the crash scene just in time as Sodor Search and Rescue arrived. D984 and his crew left first and continued their mission regarding SCP-SI-0J5. Back at the base, the agents placed SCP-SI-0E2 into a containment cell. Charlie decided the best approach to Edward was for him to talk to him. So when SCP-SI-0E2 began to wake, Charlie started to talk, saying, "Hello, old friend. Don't be scared. You are among friends, and we need your help." Edward was scared, and he asked, "Charlie, you're a part of this? Why?" Charlie told SCP-SI-0E2 about our master plan to contain. But he only told Edward what he needed to know about our mission on Sodor. Edward screamed at our agents, calling all of us monsters. Agent Charlie waved at a few of our agents and told them to shut the cameras off. He needed a moment with Edward alone. So the agents allowed him this. We do not know exactly what was said between Edward and Charlie, but they were alone for over 10 minutes. Soon, after the doors opened, Edward agreed to join us. The agents equipped him with a tracking device and an explosive device in case Edward got any ideas of betraying us. SCP-SI-0E2's mission was simple. It was to return to Sodor with Charlie and return to its regular run times, and when approached by people, they were supposed to claim no memory of the crash. We returned Charlie and SI-0E2 to Sodor. We also told them we will call upon them when we need them. This is the end of the file for SCP-SI-0E2. This file will be updated when more information becomes available. This is 4288 signing off.